Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Russia continues its bombardment, massive strikes on Ukraine that started yesterday due to the, as Russia calls, terrorist attack on Kerch Bridge, the Crimean bridge. And Medvedev said that yesterday was just round one. Today is round two and more to come. Medvedev, the former president of the Russian Federation. This article comes from Sputnik and it's from today, the 11th of October 2022. Russian armed forces continue massive strikes on Ukraine, energy system and military command. Ministry of Defense reports. The Russian military began large-scale precision missile strikes on Ukrainian infrastructure, military communications and command posts on Monday, in retaliation to Saturday's terror attack against the Crimean bridge and other acts of terror attributed to Kiev. Russia is continuing its campaign of precision missile strikes on Ukraine, the Ministry of Defense has indicated. Well, this runs against the reports coming from the other side that state that Russia actually has no more missiles. It's done. But this guy somehow finds some in some old stockpiles. And I'm quoting, "Today, the armed forces of Russian Federation continued to conduct massive strikes using high-precision, long-range, air and sea-based weapons at military command and control facilities and the energy system of Ukraine. The goal of the strikes has been reached. All designated targets were hit," end quote. Minister of Defense spokesman Igor Konashenkov said in a statement Tuesday. Well, Mr. Igor Konashenkov, the Ukrainian security services designated you, they placed you on that special list, wanted list. I made a video on that yesterday. So you know when you are wanted, what that means. You know, I'm guessing dead or alive. Now, earlier in the day, Zakharova is also on that list, and Mr. Medvedev is on that list. Check your name. Maybe you'll find it over there too. Earlier in the day, Ukrainian media reported that a nationwide air alert had been issued and that a series of explosions occurred in Kiev, Odessa, Vinnytsia, Rovno-Kryvyi, Zhytomyr, Zmelensky, Nikolaev, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporozhye and Lvov. Explosions were followed by power outages in some areas. Outages, my bad. Outrages, that too. Tuesday's strikes were the second straight day of attack targeting Ukrainian electricity infrastructure and command and communication systems used by the Ukrainian military. Monday's strikes hit targets across more than 1,000 kilometers of territory, destroying or damaging multiple military facilities and causing widespread power outages. This time I got it right. Ukrainian media reported that 11 people were killed and over 2,000 others injured, and that as many as 200 missiles were used. Russian President Putin said that the attacks were a response to Ukrainian attack targeting Russian territory, including Saturday's attack on the Crimean bridge, which killed 3 civilians, the Turk Stream gas pipeline, Russian electricity and transport infrastructure, and the Kursk nuclear power plant, among others. So those were also attacked by the Ukrainians. The NATO part with, and that's what Russians report, okay? So you have to realize that they will see things in their own way. Ukrainian officials boasted about Kiev's responsibility for the Crimean bridge attack on the social media and to the New York Times. However, a senior Ukrainian official responsible for sabotage operation tricked into speaking to Russian prankers accidentally revealed that Washington has the right to veto all of our operations, and the Kiev couldn't move forward with an attack on the Crimean Bridge unless US officials approve it. I read that article because I wanted to make a video about it, but I didn't. I couldn't verify at least one or other sources coming about talking about that. So I didn't want to make a video and then be just a, as you would say, maybe propaganda and just nothing real. So the thing here with Ukrainian official responsible for sabotage operation tricked into speaking to Russian pranksters, I don't know about that, accidentally revealed that Washington has the right to veto all of our operations. That's been what they said already, and that Kiev couldn't move forward with an attack on the Crimean Bridge unless US officials approve it. Even though I am very, I think I'm almost convinced that occurs, I didn't want to make that video with that particular statement. I'm waiting. I mean, not waiting, is that what the U.S. Military said, and spokespeople about, they are pointing and designated what can be hit and what cannot be hit. Also, I think that NATO is, as I said, I'm not going to use anymore Ukraine war or the Ukrainian fighting. You know, it's the United States versus Russia through its organizations, military organizations, which is NATO, some of them, and the weasels that are listening to this, and they use the Ukrainian nation to be decimated and destroyed. That's how it works, because the arms manufacturing corporations need more orders to start the production. And not only that, the financing department and the energy department, they're waiting. So we're going to have a perpetual war, that's for sure. I have another article waiting that I will make a video on regarding the I don't want to call it global military industrial complex, but we have definitely a big lobby of the arms industry that survives and profits out of war. So if there's no war, they don't profit, and believe me, they have a lot of money and they have a lot of guns. So a lot of things are done because these guys are suggesting, and then you find that, let's say tomorrow Russia is gone, okay, no more Russia, Russia is our friend. Do you think it's going to be peace and happiness? That's stupid as fuck. It's not going to be like that, because people have to profit. They're going to create the next target and the next target and the next target. So for those guys over there, which I don't think they're watching my videos, who think that there's going to be peace and why can't we all live together, and oh my god, these evil people that just show up, we have to fight them. I'm telling you this, there's not going to be peace. There's not going to be peace. The interest of these corporations and these people that make a living, a good living out of this, they will not allow peace. Even if you're almost the purest person, they will find something. One way they will find, you're too clean, for example. So no, it's going to be a perpetual war, and it's unbelievable how George Orwell, right, in is 1984, it's just, it was so clear in when he wrote the novel, at 48, it was 1984, 48, I think he wrote. Unbelievable how he saw that then, when it was not like now. Now you can see all the pattern, it's easier with all the information, all the communication. He could have just foresee that it's going to be a perpetual war for different reasons. Command, it's one thing, control, and profit, money. Well, this is what we are. We are replaceable units on this planet for some. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.